Today we're working on a 2013 Cadillac SRX, and this screen right here, it's just not doing screen stuff anymore. It'll come up, you'll go to work it, you'll have the radio set, and boom, it'll change itself. It'll go into edit mode and buttons will start pushing all over the place. I tried a hard reset. The hard reset, basically you shut the door, driver's door over here, all the doors. You start it up, get it going, open this compartment up right here, then you shut the car off, then you open this door up over here, and you leave it open for 30 to 90 seconds. And then you shut the door, start it back up, you shut this door, and it resets, does a hard reset for the screen thingy. And sometimes that'll fix whatever you got going on, but in my particular case it did not. So today we're going to be changing this, and we went on to the Amazon website and we got this. I don't know if you can read that. I know you can read the made in China part, but this thing cost about 60 bucks. Okay, it's a brand new screen replacement, and if you go to Cadillac and try to get this done, it's over $1,000. So you'll save yourself a lot of money by doing this. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not very difficult, but it's a little tedious, and there's at least 1,000 little screws you got to take apart. But basically you got to take this whole thing out, this whole piece right here together. You take it all the way out, and then we take it up to the bench and we take it apart and take that thing out, and we put the replacement one in there. So that's what we're working on today. Cue Screen upgrade replacement. So let's see what we got in the box here. Yep. A nice little rag to clean it out. And then, alright, so we got the screen. And I don't see a protector on the bottom side of it. Surely there is. I don't know. I don't see it. Yeah, I guess there is. But you don't want to get the bottom side dirty, because once you install it, you can't clean the inside. So we're going to leave that to the last and then try not to touch it. And you also have these trim removal tools that come with it, or that are handy. And we're going to need those for sure. So let's go see what the procedure looks like. Alright, so what we got to do is we got to remove these side pieces right here. This one and this side. And basically you use your trim tool to pry these away, and then there's two screws under here on each side that releases something else. I don't know what it is. We'll find out when we get there. But then you got to pry up here and then pry this. So to get this off, you actually have to take these out of the way, so that's the problem there. So that's what we're going to do. I have a camera wire coming here, so that's going to make it a little more difficult. Forgot all about that. But anyway, let's see what happens. See what we can fix. Sure what I got blinkers on. Oh, I put the four-ways on. How do you get them off? Where are the four-ways? It's a good question. What is this? Oh, it's for the pedals. I didn't even know we had that feature. Alright, where's the four ways? Seriously, come on. Huh. Oh, it's that button right there. Alright, now we're not blinking. Now we gotta get this trim piece off. Let's see what happens here. Right here look like 10 millimeters and a couple screws right here. We'll zap those out, see if that helps us get this out of the way enough to get to the screws back here that we got to get out to be able to get this plate off. So let me get some tools here. Yeah, it looks like a 10 millimeter. Yep, that's it. Oh, looks like they just pop out. Looks like a little 6 millimeter bolt back there or something. I wonder if I can close this. Does this pop out? Oh, there it is. Alright, making progress. Is that a 6? Might be a 7. Let's try a 7. Yeah. Now let's see what we got. Yep, that did it. You got to be careful on the bottom of this. You got electrical connections, so you don't want to rip them apart. So you want to take it from the top, pop it out. You don't have a whole lot of room to move either. Huh. Looks like there's only one connector coming into it. I thought there was 3. Wonder how that comes off. Hi, little guy. Why'd you open? It's got a little push pin. It's right on the inside here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you just push it. And I think that's it. There's only one. All the rest of them I watched on YouTube said there was 3. Apparently this one has one. It controls everything in this, so we'll get that out of the way. I think we want this shut. There we go. Now let's see what we got. Looks like we got 4 screws. Oh, I know what had 3. The back of the radio had 3. Not that. That's just one. So we got 4 screws in each of the corners here we got to take out. That'll take this out, and then we'll get to the 3 that's hooked to the back of the radio. So I'll get you over here so you can see where these are at. Alright, so you can see them. Got one up in the top. Got one down here. Then there's one up there. And one down here. So that's what we're going to be doing next. Try to take those out without breaking anything. So far we're batting 1,000. Haven't broke anything yet. Those are also 7s. They look the same as the other 7s, so I don't have to worry about getting them mixed up. Alright, we got those loose. Now the whole thing should come on out. And like I said, there's wires on the back, so you got to be careful. Let's see what we got back here. There's one. Looks like a USB of some sort. Two of them had push connectors. The other one is a little more difficult, of course. There it is. And I'll show you what that looks like when we get it on the bench. Alright. What was that? Oh, it's something inside. We're good. Okay, so we got it. We're going to take it up to the bench and disassemble it. Alright, so here's what the back looks like. Here's those 3 connections. And this one and this one, they got those little push clips on the top. You just push and pull it out. These, you don't push in. You got to actually pry them out both at the same time to get the wire out. So just be careful with those. And now we got to take this thing apart somehow. I'm eyeballing these, thinking we got to take these out first and see what happens then. See if we can get the sides off of this thing. I don't know. We'll find out. There's screws everywhere. I don't know if all these got to come out or what. But we're going to find out. Okay, so this compartment has to be removed next. The lower compartment, so we can get to the connector for the screen we're putting in. We can't get to it without it. So I got to figure out how to take that out. I'm sure there's 4 million other screws. See what, I guess this will come right out. I don't know. Yep. So I could have left that on there. You didn't have to take this off. But at any rate, let's see here. There's two screws down in the side of this. I'm sure you can't see it, but they're in between here. You don't take those all the way out, you just loosen them. So I'm going for the silver ones. They look like the ones going into the plastic. That ain't gonna work. That's a flathead. You shouldn't be pulling any machine screws out, just the ones that go into the plastic, the coarse thread ones. Because that's what's holding that plastic compartment on. Oh, please. That's a machine screw. Oh, that one comes out. I'm gonna put it back. Right here. Must be more. Don't know. No. She came off. Wonder if there's any wire connectors for that I need to be worried about. Loosen this one up a little bit more, the one I said you gotta loosen. Alright. Uh-oh. We lost one. Huh. Yep, she broke off. Well, one break. I'm sure that won't keep it from working. Found my wife's glasses. That was making all the noise in there. Well, that enables us to get to the back where we can get to the connector for the part we're changing, which is right there. Let me get a flashlight so you can see what I'm doing here. See that connector right here? Goes right there. And apparently you got to flip up the little thing that holds it in there with a little something delicate, I guess. Won't matter on this one, because if we mess up the ribbon cable, it's going away anyway. But we're just going to try and flip it up here. It's flipped up. Then that should come out. Yep. And where the tab is, there's a long tab in the front and a short one in the back, so we know which way it goes. Should be in the right orientation anyway when we pull this thing out. And it looks like we have one more screw. That's why our front wouldn't come off, holding that touchscreen in. That was under this, so we couldn't get to it without removing that. And you can't get to the connector either. Now let's see what we got. Yeah, there she is. See that little connector right there. So I don't see any damage on this. Oh, yeah, there is too. Does that come off? What is that? They didn't even take the protector off, looks like. Huh. Or maybe it's not supposed to come off. There's gel right there. And that gel, what happens to these things is, when they look like they're all cracked up, that gel dries up. So I'm guessing that's supposed to stay on there. So I'm not going to pull it off the other one, because this thing was working when they put it in, so I'm guessing that's what holds the gel in. You pull that off, your gel goes away. See that? So do not pull that off when you go to install, because then you'll have bubbles and all kind of stuff, just like I just did. But that one's no good, so we're okay. And if it was, it's not good now. So any spots that you leave in here, you're going to see in your screen, but you don't want to press really hard, because again, that gel is in there. You just want to get the dust spots off. And just leave it alone. The outside's got a protected cover, so leave that on until you get it installed. And my guess is you want to clean this one off too. You don't want any dust spots in there that you're going to be looking at. Just be careful with it. Microfiber will work. They sent one with this kit, so. And it shouldn't be that dirty. Just whatever you get on it when you pull it apart. So now we got to figure out the orientation here. Looks like it goes like that. And you got to fish this through. Alright, first try. And before I hook that up, I'm going to go ahead and get some screws in. So once I get it hooked up, I don't have to try and keep it from breaking while I'm working on it here, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of the whole operation. Well, I do recommend having about 3 Red Bulls before you do this, so you're all shaky trying to get it down in there. Well, this magnetic thing ain't working too good. Keeps going against the metal and pulling it different ways. Magnetic screwdrivers are great when you're taking them out. Wonder if it's connected. Yeah, looks like it is. I might want to flip it back up and push it in just a little bit more just to make sure. I don't want to get this all the way back together and realize I didn't connect it all the way. That would stink. Yeah, it looks like it is. I'm gonna say it's good. But when I'm out here later pulling it back apart, because it's not. Now we got to figure out how to put this thing back together. I mean, theoretically, it should go back the same way it came off, but how was that? Have no idea. Where does this even go? What is this? Oh, that's a drawer. And this is the front of the drawer. So this has to go somehow like so. Alright, so after taking it back apart and finding out where the 7 screws that I had left over when I was done, it was easy. It was on the bottom side that I wasn't looking at. No problem. I put those in, put it back together. Now she's ready to go in the car. I had to switch to my old camera though because the other one ran out of battery and memory. It's a 4K. It soaks up a lot of memory. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change the settings next time I use it. But here we are. This thing's ready to go back in now. We got it all buttoned up and ready to roll. Hopefully she'll work like she's supposed to when we get her in there. So the first thing we got to do is plug these 3 wires in. The reason this one has a different connector is because it's a USB that you hook in through the compartment, and when you push in it pushes it back, so that's why it's different. It doesn't have a little push connector, it's got a little clips that hold it from being pushed back, so that's what that's all about. So what's up with this seat? Let me get this all adjusted up. It's trying to throw me back. Alright, so we're going to plug those in and slide this in place. See here, this one goes there. You just push them back in. The hard part's getting them out. Easy part's pushing them in. It's just how that goes. Where's the other one? Can't find the hole. Oh, no. Oh, it's the USB one. Where's she at? There she is. Oh yeah. Okay, found it. Plugged in, and plugged in. Alright. Easy enough. Now I just got to put all the screws back in it, and before I button it all up, I'm going to start it up and see if it actually works, because if it don't, we got to take it back apart. So I'll put the main mounting bolts in. I guess I'll put these up because I don't know if that not being plugged in is going to cause a problem. So I'll plug this in. And start it up and see what we got. Let me pull this off. It's coming on. Yep, she's working. Looks like. Let's go to climate. Auto. Yep. It's on. What if the volume works? Yep, radio works. See if this works. Yeah? I think it's a go. I think I'm gonna button it up and call it a day. Ta-da! Oh no, I forgot to put this in. Alright, it goes in that way. Seems to be working. Let's try again. Cadillac Cue.
Gas. Use promo code LIFE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime. Write your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands.
All the buttons seem to be working right. That's what we were hoping for. I think it's good. Saved ourselves $1,000.